Hello people of the internet, I'm Ali and this is a video of really random stuff in public situations that either annoy me, I find awkward, or just random stuff because I need to get it out, and what better way to share it with you lovely people on the internet. Let's go. And also I probably sound a bit more posh than I do because I'm talking into a video, but we'll get to that later. Thing number one. I love going to gigs. Like anyone who follows my Tumblr, anyone who is unfortunate enough to be friends with me on Facebook, like I am constantly posting new music, gigs that I've been to, bands that I like. But the thing that really annoys me when I go to a gig is tall people. I feel that tall people actually have everything they want in the world. I am like 5'1", and that I'm not tall, like at all. And at all. I'm so funny. Anyway, I'm not tall at all. I'm laughing at myself again. Oh my god. And I just feel that people that stand in front of me, like when they're close to the front anyway, I'm like, you have everything you want in life. You have a plain view. You have nobody to interject. If anyone stands in front of you, you can still see. Like, why don't you let me stand in front of you? Like, honest to God, I am like not going to hinder your view at all. I will be like here on you and you will still be able to see, and then I'll have a great time and they have a great time and everybody gets along. Also at gigs, like I love it when bands sing and it's absolutely brilliant, but here's a big but. They sing a song and they go la 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 la, you know the words, now sing the entire chorus, and it's like, I've paid this money for you to sing it, not for me to sing it. If I was to sing it, I'd be singing it in my bedroom, which I am in now. I'd be singing it in my bedroom by myself where nobody can hear me. Like, I've paid, you sing it, you fucking sing it. Like, la, 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 la. And it's like, yeah, okay, I don't mind singing like 3 lines, but when you like get us to sing the entire chorus, it's kind of like a waste of money. It's like, sing it yourself. I've paid to see you sing it, which is why I've come to the gig. So please, like, don't expect me to sing an entire chorus. 3 or 4 words is fine, because that's just catchy and everyone's like, yeah, I'm having a great time, and the artists are looking back and going, yeah, my music's being sung. But don't get us to sing the entire song, or all of verse 1, which quite a lot of bands I go and see do. All of verse 1, it's like me on videos, it's just me going, and it's like, you don't need that. You don't need to hear like all the people in the room singing the same thing out of tune when you've paid for them to see it. So I don't know if that's a valid point that everyone else makes, but it's just something that annoys me in life as well. Thing number 2. As you may or may not know, I live in the UK. I live in the northeast of the UK. I live in North Yorkshire, and at the minute it is the middle of July. Is it the middle of July? I've lost track of my life. Yes, it's sort of like the middle end of July, and it's kind of really sunny actually. It's nice, but there's no need for like everybody to just get naked. Like, everybody at the minute is just like, the sun is out, let's just get everything out. No, nobody wants to see. I wish I was naked all the time, like when it's sunny like this, but I don't go like showing it around, wobbling my jiggly bits, you know, I keep it to myself and cover up a bit. I burn like an absolute ginger, and I've been to places like Spain, and I've been like in really hot countries, like, and I've never been out of Europe, but I've been in European countries that are hot, and I have Factor 50 sun cream with me all the time. Like, honest to God, like, I burn so badly, so I will go as pale as anything. Like, I have such white skin, and I will come back as pale as anything. I don't want to come back looking like a tomato. And everyone's like, oh yes, I burnt, but it tanned really nicely afterwards. And I'm like, that doesn't happen to me. Like, it just can't happen, and it won't, and it never will. And I've accepted the fact. So can naked bodies in the UK stop thinking that they're in Spain and they're going to get a tan as brilliant as it? Because there's probably some clouds in the sky that are going over the sun, like, hey, you can't get to the you can't get the rays, and it's just like, please just calm yourself down with the sun. Thing number 3. Okay, headphones. I love walking down the street with my headphones in and listening to music and just chilling and walking to the beat sometimes, looking like a weirdo. But the thing is, I go to work really early in the morning, so at 5:30, 6 in the morning, nobody's around to see it unless they're opening the curtains, waking up to a freak on the street, like strutting down the road, living life. But I have this thing where I don't know if I'm breathing heavily enough or if I'm breathing heavily. Well, not breathing heavily enough, but like am I breathing loud so everyone can see? Because sometimes I'll have my headphones in and it's at an acceptable time of day, and I'll be walking down the street, like with my headphones in, and I'll be thinking, am I breathing heavily? Like, and then I'll slow down a bit so this person in front of me doesn't think I'm going to like jump up behind them and like jump them or something, because I'm so paranoid that I'm gonna be there like behind somebody freaking them out because I've got my headphones in. I can't hear what I'm breathing. Especially I live in a very hilly area as well, so when I'm walking up a hill I tend to turn the music down so that I can hear my breathing as well, so I'm not going up the street going and having like loud footprints and not knowing about it. Because what's worse, like not being able to know that you control it, or knowing that you are an absolute freak and you can walk up and down the street. It's a bit weird. Like, I really don't know what's worse, like walking behind somebody breathing heavily and not knowing about it, or walking behind someone breathing heavily, you want your headphones in, but you need to control your breathing. Like, I'm really sorry if I've ever walked behind you and you've thought I was just some creepy weirdo, like, just lurking in the shadows, because I'm kind of socially awkward. Thing number 4. On the topic of walking down pavements, when is it the acceptable time to say hello to somebody but not have a conversation with them? Like, if somebody's walking towards you in the street, I have this quite a lot. Now, there are some people, there's very chatty people, and there's very, like, I'm busy people, and anyway, they'll be walking towards me, and I don't know sort of when to gauge the sort of acknowledgement kind of thing. It's kind of awkward because you'll be walking down dum-de-dum-de-dum, and then they'll be coming towards you, and you know this person. You don't need to cross the road or anything like that, and they'll just be coming towards you. Now, if you say it too far away, you get this awkward kind of hello, and then you have like 10 or 11 steps before you actually pass the person, and you have to do this awkward kind of thing again. Or do you sort of say it when you're 5 steps away and then sort of think, oh, do I engage in conversation? Like, hi, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Or is it too late for that? You know, they're coming towards you, you try and make them go, hi, I'm okay, yeah, good, you. And by the time they're saying, yeah, good, you, they're halfway down the street, they don't give a shit about your conversation. Like, I don't know why, it's always baffled me. Like, I don't know if it happens to anybody else. I mean, please let me know if it's not just me. But when is an acceptable time to just say hello, like, on the move, you know? Because the awkwardness of having the gap or the weird conversation where it's just like, hello, how are you? And they've gone. You know, I can demonstrate it with Stephen, my teddy bear. Bit weird, I know, or Biggie, or because he's a pajama case. Now they'll be walking towards each other like dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, and then they'll be like, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, good, I don't care about your conversation. We're on thing number 5. I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but I need to get it out. Okay, so I'm very, very prone to having ticklish feet. Like, anything that like rubs gently against my foot and I'm like, ah, and like ninja move away from it. Like, I can't do it. So can you imagine me when I have an itch on my foot? It's like the worst experience. It's like hell on earth. Like, I'll have an itch on the bottom of my foot and I'll be like rubbing it on the stairs vigorously, trying to make it hurt rather than tickle, and that doesn't work because then my skin drops off. That's probably too much information. But it's just, does anybody else have this absolute hell on earth where I feel for you, I really do. It's just horrible, and I just don't think anybody should go through that pain of the itch on the bottom of your foot. I also, this is kind of like another thing, which should be another thing, but because it's on my feet, I don't care. I have these weird, like, skin things on my feet at the minute, and instead of going to the doctor, I googled it. I am prone to Googling things and I end up with some weird disease and I am convinced I'm going to die. Anybody who follows my Tumblr will probably get the recent thing about things on my foot because I've been tumbling about it. I've been on Tumblr 4 years and I don't know what the fuck to call it, but oh well. I've been talking about it, blogging about it, and I feel like I'm going to die because my feet are just horrible. I wish they would just not exist. Thing number 6. Tumblr should have a notification thing when you're on your phone when you're talking to people, because you keep constantly, I don't know whether it's just my app or whether it's like everybody else's, but for me, I always have to keep checking if I have a new message, and I have to remember how many messages I've got, and then whether they've added 1 or 2 messages, and it's maths, okay? Why can't I just get a thing to say, like, you have a message on Tumblr, or a little envelope in the corner with a T in it, to say Tumblr message, maybe? I'm trying to give you ideas here. And then everybody would be happy and it wouldn't take ages to reply to somebody because you either forget that you're talking to somebody, which I kind of do sometimes, and forget that I'm speaking to somebody and then fall asleep, and then the next day I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually speaking to someone. Or just sort of just get distracted by a different app and then completely forget to check Tumblr again on your phone, and there goes your friendship for life. So yeah, Tumblr, you should get a little notification or ding, and if it's just me, that was rather embarrassing. Thing number 7, and I promise I'll stop in a minute. I have a confession that I actually do this, but it still gets on my nerves. People who speak to their animals in a baby voice. Like, they will, it's kind of giving it away that I have a small animal on my knee, but people will speak to their animals and they'll go, hello little cutie, how are you today? It's like, nobody's in the house. Like, you can do that if you're showing off to somebody, or if, like, but, you know, you could just have a conversation with them like a normal person, you know, like, hey, how you doing? How was your day? Did you enjoy that carrot I gave you? See? Yeah, you did. And you just and he loves it, you see? Because he's a big fat guinea pig. And he just wants carrots all the time. He doesn't need to be spoken to like a baby. Especially when my guinea pig's 7 years old. Guinea pigs aren't meant to be 7 years old. But, yeah, but this is an old man. This is like 100,000 years old in guinea pig terms, you know? He should be treated like a pensioner by getting cuddles, being fed carrots, being given kisses. Yes, look how cute he is. Before I put him away, because he's probably going to pee on me in a minute because he's a bit old. Thing number 8. Kind of touched on this before because I think I'm doing it now, but people get telephone voices. You know, when you answer the phone and you say hello, and then you just start speaking in some random posh accent that you've never ever come across before. You know, like, why don't you just speak in your normal voice? Like, there's no need. Well, I don't even know. I think I'm doing it now because I don't actually, for some reason, because I'm speaking to a camera and nobody is listening, I always think people are going to be listening to me, so oh yes, it sounds a bit more posh. But when you are on the phone, I've heard it with my friends and I've took the piss out of them really. They go, hello, oh yes, I'm on the phone, blah blah blah, and you just think, you don't sound like that. Like, you're way too posh and you just need to just calm your accent down a bit, you know, like. And that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my thing video. Not really sure what I was trying to achieve here, but I hope you enjoyed watching it and you relate to some of the things. If you relate to some of these things, I would love to know, especially the pavement one, because I just don't know if it's me all in my head or not. But no, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know, and please let me know if you relate. And goodbye from me, and goodbye from Woody. Goodbye.